Hey guys, welcome back. This is JPS Trading again, just going along here on the underlying CFD of the ASX 200. This is the 1st of September 2020, Tuesday. This is actually a remake from one of my previous videos that unfortunately didn't upload properly, only got about a quarter of the footage, but nevertheless, just bringing you the full video now. So as you probably saw before, I was anticipating that this is probably going to be the low of the day. We're expected to rally quite aggressively domestically here in Australia. I was just checking the economic calendar. There wasn't really anything major coming out for market open between about 9 and 11. So I was almost in the clear. So just giving you an update here, close to about 9 o'clock, in my position that I bought, it's actually gone into a little bit of profit, which is nice to see and is quite encouraging going towards the open, which is it's going to be at about 9.50 for the futures. Obviously, if it can continue going through that, that'll be great to see. I was on the fence here whether or not I increase my allocation to my usual size, which is about 3 contracts, but I decided just to keep it as is. But what you'll see in this clip here, what I'm doing at the moment, obviously we're getting about 5 minutes before market open, and the S&P is ticking up nicely, which is good to see. But what I'm more looking for is obviously for the actual CFD that I'm trading to really start getting aggressive, which just basically means, as you've probably heard in other videos, that the market is preempting or pricing in a large movement on the open in generally the direction of obviously whichever way it's going. Obviously before the futures open, if the CFD is moving quite aggressively to the upside like it is there, you could make an assumption that this market's probably going to open up a little bit higher than what it is currently. Obviously if you wanted to trade that, then that's another thing. But yeah, so we're still about 5 minutes away from that. So we're just eagerly waiting, obviously there. In hindsight, obviously it would have been great to get an extra contract before this happened, but who was to know, obviously, from that. So I've just sped this up just a little bit, just about 2 to 1, just so you can obviously see exactly how the market opened and what I sort of do when the futures do open here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the videos. As I said, there's going to be 5 videos each week coming out on this series. Look forward to seeing obviously what you think of this journey. But we're just about to hit 9.50 now. I believe it's 9.49 or so. Yeah, getting pretty close to there. And the market is really moving upwards, which is good to see, obviously, for my position. So I'm just ensuring that I'm not getting too eager and doing anything drastic like locking in some profits or trying to cover somewhere. It's always best to let the market completely open before you decide to put in levels of TP. So big jump there. So well over about 10 points, which I'm up at the moment, which is nice. So that's about 1R at the point. I was originally looking for about 40 points, which obviously potentially if I left it there, that would have, but I generally don't like to adjust my positions after about 10 past 10 or so, thereabouts. So we're just going to let this play out and see obviously where this is going to end up. So I've just decided to just cover some profits down at about 61.80, about 10 points up. So how this played out, obviously I was pretty happy to just let that go. But the market actually came down a little bit, obviously here. So I kind of got pretty close to about $200, and I said, well, that's fine. I'm looking for some sellers to move in. One thing you got to remember, obviously here, is if you do take a profit, make sure you've taken off your cover order, which obviously I did there, because you don't want to leave your computer and then nothing happens from there. But anyway, that's a summary for today. See you in the next video.